Haiti had been free of cholera for 100 years, but the outbreak that's ripped through the Caribbean country since 2010 has killed some 10,000 people and infected 800,000 more, many of them young children. Scientific studies have repeatedly indicated the disease was brought to the country by UN peacekeepers from Nepal, whose human waste contaminated local water supplies. But despite the overwhelming weight of evidence, the UN has refused to acknowledge any involvement. Now, finally, that's changed.
In partnership with the Haitian government, the UN's been heavily engaged in cholera eradication since the 2010 outbreak. But over the past year, the UN has become convinced that it needs to do much more regarding its own involvement in the initial outbreak and the suffering of those affected by cholera.
The change of heart at UN headquarters follows a confidential report that found that cholera would not have broken out but for the actions of the United Nations. The report also called its response morally unconscionable, legally indefensible, and politically self-defeating.
Last night, a court in New York rejected a compensation claim brought by Haitian victims, upholding the UN's long-held position that it enjoys diplomatic immunity. So while the organization has acknowledged its involvement in the outbreak, it still refuses to accept any legal responsibility.
For those on the ground in Haiti still battling this disease, that's not good enough.
This has a huge impact on the Haitian people. It's something that is not indigenous to them. This is not a disease that they had seen before. It is a new threat to their livelihoods, a new threat to their health, and a new threat to their economic development as a country. And the UN is responsible for that. They need to take action.
The United Nations has worked to eradicate the disease in Haiti and promised new action. But to many, its refusal to pay compensation is morally offensive, showing heartlessness in a time of cholera. Nick Bryant, BBC News, New York.